house, and we are starting work on our hallway. Mark has been doing a lot of work.
We're getting there. Yeah, I've started doing sanding and just filling. You can see on some of the walls have been filled in a bit where there's lots of little holes here and there. And I've started painting the ceiling because it needs a good lick of paint.
Yeah, I want it to just feel still just authentic and genuine to the house. We don't want to change it up too much like that, but we want it to feel cosy and homely.
We want to make it our own. Yeah. And that's what we're looking at doing. We're not going to be painting the staircase or anything crazy like that.
No.
But it's going to look very different to what it does at the moment, certainly, because this is, I think, the original paint from when the house was first made.
Well, what you can see here is a stone brick block decor work that they used to do. It was very fashionable in the 1860s and a little bit earlier than that, but it kind of dates around that time. And it's very unusual, but there are other houses that have had this and have been discovered. I think it's called ashlar, the ashlar block, stone block effect or something like that. And they used this effect to make their homes look like medieval fortresses because it was very fashionable in the kind of early Victorian times to make your home look like a medieval home. And then they would use the crimson coloured velvet curtains to go with it and things like that. So it was very, very fashionable. That kind of gothic look, you know?
They put a lot of effort and time into it. I mean, it's all been hand painted across all of it. So whoever done it spent a lot of time and effort painting it.
I would say it's probably done professionally by somebody who would have done it at the time professionally. Without
a doubt. They called someone in to come and do it for them. They didn't do it themselves, that's for sure.
But finding this, apparently uncovering, I will put a link in the description of the information that I found about this effect. And they are registered sometimes as museum pieces when they discover them. So it's been quite difficult to know what to do with it, whether to paint over it, can we decorate the house or not, you know? And is it a good idea to just paint over it? Because once it's painted over, we can't bring it back. So it's difficult to know what to do.
But some of it's going to be preserved under certain things like some wood and underneath some paper, I think, in some areas. So there'll be parts of it which are existing well into the future. But
there will be some that will be preserved. But I don't think we could live with it like this on the long term.
I don't think I can. I love it, but
it isn't really the kind of homely feel that we're looking for, especially in the hallway. It kind of feels a bit dark.
It's tired, and it's not what we would choose. It's not what we want. So and we've got to live with it. So you've got to make it as you want it. And so that's the decision we're going with.
Yeah. And we will show you some ideas because we've been planning it, and I think we should sit down and maybe go over some ideas.
Definitely.
And we'll show you the kind of mood board, I call it, that I've been creating and we've been working on, you know, and that I do that part, and then you kind of tell me if you like it or not, and then I kind of ignore everything you say to me, and I do it anyway.
So I have my say.
So, you know,
but it's fine.
Teamwork makes a dream work, right? And I go, right, Mark, this needs doing, this needs doing.
But you weren't expecting me to do the ceiling today.
No, Mark, I didn't expect you to.
Off guard today.
I wasn't expecting you to be doing the ceiling today, but that's great. That's great because that really
good start.
That gets us ahead of the game.
We are. It's getting there. It's looking clean. I just need to finish this bit over here now, and then maybe another coat on the ceiling. But I think the worst of it has been done. There's a little bit of sanding that's there, but I wanted to give it a lick of paint first, so that I could actually really see what needed, the extra bits that needed sanding, because it was quite bad. And now a couple of bits need a little bit of sanding, and then one more layer coat of paint, and we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So I think the first thing that I was thinking when we started thinking about decorating the hallway was, how are we going to do, what are we going to do with the hallway? Do we do it paper and paint? Do we change the woodwork? And we've actually gone with the option, after a lot of thought, because we have thought about it very carefully, to paint the woodwork in the hallway.
Yeah.
But not the staircase. Okay,
No.
we're not touching the oak staircase.
No, that's staying as it is.
So that we won't be touching at all.
No.
But all the door frames, because the thing is that the people who have previously, there's been a lot of people living in this house previously, and I will not talk too much, but they have already been painting areas like skirting boards and certain door frames, and then they've left others. So it's a real kind of mismatch of like, some of it's painted, some of it isn't painted. And it's kind of a little bit, we could bring it all together and tie it all together really nicely.
Well, the doors, even though they don't look painted, these are painted. These are wood effects. This is actually painted because it's the same design on all the doors.
Yes.
And so it's not, these are wood doors, do not get me wrong, these are wooden doors, but they are
proper wooden doors.
Proper wooden doors. But this is not the grain of the wood.
No, this is like an effect, isn't it, that they used?
They've used a grain effect on the wood here to make it look like it's, you can see it's the same design here, it's the same design here, same design there. So you can see it.
And they've done it on all the doors.
Yeah, they've done all the doors down here.
Because it did make it look and feel grand.
It did.
And it gave it that kind of, like they were looking for, this, like you can see this block stonework that's here, that's been patched up, but this is everywhere, and it was to make it look like a kind of medieval castle.
That's to make it look like a big chateau.
To make it look like a chateau, make it feel grand, and this house was designed by a chateau designer, so it kind of was made to look like that. It was
made to look that way. But for us, I don't think that the old brown woodwork and door frames is going to sit right, because it looks tired. So we'd have to paint it anyway. We'd have to make it look nice. And I think bringing it into the 21st century how we want it, I think it's going to look great. It's not going to be modern. It's going to be classical with the house, but it's going to look good. It's going to look good, because you go into a lot of chateaux and things like that, and they've got painted doors and everything everywhere.
Oh
so
yeah, they do. They do paint their woodwork everywhere. I mean, in the chateaux, everything's painted.
Yeah, they have a lot of colour.
Everything's painted.
They didn't leave things plain wood in general.
It's full of colour. I mean, they loved colour.
Yeah.
So we're just one of those people that love colour.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, if we'd have gone into an old chateau back in the day or castle, it would have been actually what we would look at and think it's over the top and gaudy, but that's what they liked, and we're going to bring some colour back.
Even in the medieval times, though, the old, like, they're redoing up like a lot of the chateaux back to how they would have been back in like William the Conqueror's time. So we're talking about like around 1049 or something like that, and their castles, the medieval castles, were painted, and all the furniture was painted blue, green, red,
yellows,
and all those vibrant colours, and everything was like that. They just used it everywhere.
Couldn't be purple though. That was royal.
No, they didn't use purple.
That was royal.
Well, they were royal.
Was it? Well, I know, but that was the royal. but if you were in the normal house, you couldn't have real purple because it was the royal colour.
But definitely, a lot of blues and reds and greens and yellows, but they were vibrant, like really. I mean, if in England, they've been redoing Dover Castle and places like that, and if you go there, you'll see how it, how colourful it is.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so we're going, for all the woodwork, we're going to paint all the woodwork up.
Yep.
We're going to put wood
doors.
panelling in here. We're going to have wood panelling going all around. And we will no doubt be painting our front and back door.
We will.
In time, I
we
think.
will, in time, without doubt.
We will see how it looks when everything else is done. And then if we feel that the doors also should be done, then... But they're going to have to be varnished and treated anyway.
We need to paint the front doors anyway, the front door, because it needs to be protected. So they're going to have to be painted on the outside anyway. So let's have a look at the inside. But yeah, so we're going to be going with something, a sort of panelling effect similar to what we've got under the stairs at the moment. So it's going to look nice. It's going to look good.
But we will keep you all updated with that in time as we go, and
back to painting.
Back to work.
See you in a minute.
Hey everyone, so here we are. We're going to have a look at this mood board that we've created.
Yeah, so we're going to have a look and see what colours and design we're going to do in the hallway.
Yeah.
I think it is, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so here are a few ideas that we are looking at, we're being inspired by at the moment. So we've looked a little bit on Pinterest, really, haven't we? That's really where we've been getting our ideas from.
It's a good place to go and have a look. You can get good ideas from there. Lots of people have always post their pictures and ideas, so it's a really good place to see. Yeah,
and do you know what I really like is the idea of the boot room, because we watch all these programs as well, and we visit lots of chateaus and big manor houses, and well, we don't have that space, but some of them have these lovely rooms and areas just for taking their boots off and their shoes.
Yeah, sort of like an entrance area, isn't it?
Yeah. So I like this idea, and you'll see on Pinterest there's lots and lots of these ideas on there. And I think for us it's just getting the colour scheme and doing it on a budget. So we're doing it on a low, we want to do something that looks high end, but on a low budget.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the idea, isn't it? And so the first one that we're looking at, I suppose, is this one here. This is just
I like
wood panel.
Yeah, I like the panelling, and the door frames are a bit more than what we have, but the colour's quite nice.
Yeah, and I think this one, it was mainly the colour. And because it's got the wood panelling, so that kind of caught my eye. And I like that colour. I'm kind of going towards, I think, a colour like that.
Yeah, definitely. But the panelling is what we're going to have in the hallway, I think, because it just looks good. So now that one I really like. The second one I really like, because that's it. With the shelving as well, it's very useful.
Yeah, that's what I liked about this one. I do love the colour. I think the colour I'm drawn to. I love the idea of pink.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm not gonna. It's nice. It wouldn't be my first choice, I wouldn't say, and
no.
I would have it with all the doors painted as well, rather than having the separate two different colours.
Well, yeah, and that's what we're going for, is to colour, to paint all the woodwork. So it would mean all the woodwork, the doors and everything being that colour, and that is what I'm worried about. But I do like the idea of the shelf.
I like that.
With the hooks underneath.
Yeah, we could do something very similar.
Yeah.
Very easy.
And then I do have quite a lot of these pictures, so we'll see how many we get through.
See, I prefer that one. That's my preference.
This is nice, isn't it?
I like that one as a preference colour. Even with the design as well, I prefer that.
I really like this.
It's a very simple design, but it's something we could do very easily.
And I can see that in the hallway. It's just calming, it's bright, it's not too dark, and it's just easy to live with, isn't it?
It is, and it's quite high actually. It goes up quite well up the wall, which
it's quite a high panelling,
which would actually fit quite well. We could do that quite easily in ours, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But I really like this kind of period colour paint. It's kind of a mixture of blue, green, and grey, and I like it a lot actually, because you can go more blue or more green. But this one's quite nice. It's quite a grey blue. That one
for me is blue, but then again, my eyes don't see colour the same as everyone else.
No, but that was mainly the wood panelling though.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that. I do like that. The wood panelling's nice, definitely.
Yeah. So there's just
that's similar to what our door frames are like as well. So
this is nice, isn't it? I like that. That's that colour I like.
It is the colour you like. It's the colour you like without doubt.
That you like as well.
I do. Oh yeah, of course. No,
I think we both
it would look
agreed
really nice. That you can see it there with the white upper part.
Yeah.
And
and it's quite high actually. This one as well.
It is.
It goes up fairly high actually.
It's about halfway up the door frames. Bear in mind our doors are in the hallway are a lot taller.
Yes, they are.
But compared to a normal sized door, it is probably 3/4, 2/3.
Yeah.
2/3 of a normal door. So it's a bit higher than what I think we were thinking. And it's about the same height actually as what we have for the hook.
Yeah.
The hook lines.
It is actually.
So we could easily build that around what we've already got.
Definitely.
Quite easily.
And what I like is this kind of, the natural materials that they use for them, like for the rug here. It's like that.
Like hessium?
Hessium jute, they call it in French. I know it now in French better than I do in English. But yeah, it's like a hessium, and I like that with the natural materials and that colour. And that's what we're thinking of doing with the white.
Yeah. I think we'll have a white or a very light top layer.
Yeah, a bit like this as well.
Yeah. That's the same? It's slightly different.
I have no idea if it's the
colour
same house.
to me, the colour looks the same. If I'm going to be honest, the colour looks the same.
It's a different. But maybe it's the same house, but a different angle.
Yeah, I think it probably is, because look, you've got the rug on the floor, and the.
But never mind that.
But look at
the colour.
The colour's nice. Yes, it's lovely.
No, but look, when you look at it, they've done the doors, and that's what we're thinking. Yes. That's what I'm really looking at.
Doors
is how does it look?
Yeah. With everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
I think so too. Yeah. And then very similar colour again. So obviously this is the kind of ones that have caught our eye here. What's this one? This one again. I think this is going to be the colour.
I think that's the same. That's the same house again.
Well, I like this house.
It's a nice house.
It's nice.
It's a nice house. That's slightly different.
Oh look, there's my wellies. No, look, that's nice.
That is nice. And obviously they've got a wallpaper there, but I don't think I'd go for the wallpaper. And that's a stable door as well, so it's a bit slightly different design. But yeah, I like the colour. The colour's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a little bit deeper, a little bit of a more bluey kind of colour.
Yeah.
But you're colourblind.
I know.
So that's why I must take the decision at the end of the day, because this is nice. I do like this kind of sulking. What is it? Sulking pink. I think it's a Farrow and Ball colour. I do love that colour. But I don't know if I can see it.
It'd be too dark in our hallway. It'd be too dark in our hallway.
We want to brighten it up. And
our hallway's as big and lovely as it is, and it just doesn't get all the light, because the back of our house where the windows are is north facing.
No.
So the only window that hallway gets is from the front door, and it's only got a little window at the top. So for most of the year, unless we've got the doors open in here and in the front room. Yeah, that only happens sort of summertime. We don't have it like that in the winter.
No, so we need to keep it bright in the hallway.
We do.
As much as possible. Yeah, I mean, like, this is nice. It's with the hooks.
That's
and,
nice.
And
I like those hooks.
Shelf and
those hooks sounds silly, but they remind me of like the old classic primary school kind of hooks.
I
the
love
old school
those.
hooks.
Yeah.
But I think they'd look really nice in the hallway.
I really love them. I love those hooks.
And with sort of a similar shelving with the little brackets underneath, I think it'd be really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So most of them have got the brackets on. They do the wooden brackets with the shelf on the top. That's really nice. It's a nice way to have a shelf. You know, it's the extra space, like you were saying.
Yeah.
We just need to look at how we can incorporate it into our hallway with what is currently there in regards to the strips that are already there. I think
like how you see this one here. I like how they've actually built this little seat area in here to kind of sit down and take your shoes on and off. I think that's a really good idea.
It is really nice.
It's very built in though.
Extra storage they've built. They've obviously put in place. It is really nice. It's really nice.
It's a nice way to use your space.
It's a good way to use space if you've not got much. See that I really like, but that's a very detailed paneling. Yes, and I don't think I'd go to that level. And again, I mean, I like the edging. Edgings are really nice. I just for me, it looks a bit like a radiator.
Yes, it's a bit much. I think I was looking more at the colour.
I mean, I like the hooks. The colour is nice. I mean, I like the little bit of design on it as well, but it's the colour.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good hallway colour, I guess, for a hallway. I think for a hallway, I think it's good to keep it light and bright, but you want it homely, you want it welcoming, you know.
So I like this one. This one's really nice. Because we're going to have obviously the oak with the wood or the staircase. I think this one goes really well with it.
And that's why that green really respects the oak. You know, it just blends in because it's a natural colour. It's like bringing and that's what they always did in these kind of houses. They're bringing the outdoors in. That's what it's all about. And that's exactly what that does. And that's why, you know, the greens just fit really lovely, beautifully with the woods.
It always goes with wood.
So I think that's going to be the best colour.
I agree.
I think so.
Yeah, sure.
And I mean, we can go on because we have many pictures here.
What ones have we got? See, that's quite nice. I don't mind that. It's very plain, very simple. It's got a darker upper, with wallpaper, but I'm not, I don't mind that. But I'm not sure about the colour.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure about it.
It's nice. Yeah. It's nice. That's all I can say. But I think we will do it our own interpretation, I think, of these pictures. And, I like this kind of bluey colour because I love the brightness, the freshness of it, and it's got a homely feel. And I just like that. I like it. It feels homely and fresh and bright. So I think I liked that one. And this is just to show how the doors look, I think, in that colour.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I mean, for a hallway, it's a bit different.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Nice enough.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so I think we know what kind of colour we're going to go with, though. It's going to be a variation of green, I would have said. Because to go with our staircase, it kind of needs to be kind of in keeping. Those
greens are like a sage green, or they call them an olive green. And they're really like those kind of, it's not quite like this room. This room's green, isn't it? And it's a vert de gris in
green.
French, vert de gris, which is like a grey, greeny colour. But the ones we want, the colour we're looking for the hallway is going to be more of a kind of more greeny green, I think.
Not
a deeper green. Kind of green. It's just going to be a different green.
Not frog green.
No. A natural green, like a moss green or a sage green or an olive green.
Yeah, green.
Or we go more bluey green, like a bluey grey.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't. I'm not too worried.
Let us know in the comments what you think. I want to know what they think.
Yeah, have a look.
Because we don't know, do we?
Give us your opinion, because we're not sure, and it's a big decision to make.
Yeah.
Because I think we're going to have a lighter colour at the top, darker at the bottom. But what do you think? We need to work out what we're going to do for the panelling as well. How we're going to do that. But
and it would be nice to get some ideas in, to hear maybe how other people see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
For fun.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, please do. Please do. It'd be really
we'd
good
appreciate that actually. But I mean, I'm not sure about the more blue or more green. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure.
No. But we were going to film this a little bit earlier, and then you ended up doing a bit of a bonfire, didn't you? You were cutting the apple trees. You've cut all the apple trees back, ready for the spring.
Needed to clear some debris from the garden, because we managed this year get all our apple trees cut back. I only done 1 or 2 last year, but I managed to get all 6 done this year.
And they look so much better. I mean, they look great.
They're going to
done a great job.
They'll be better as the year comes on.
Yeah.
We'll have probably not as many apples, but there'll be better quality and better apples. And the structure's been improved on the apple trees. They really needed it as well.
They did. So there we are, voila. This is our little update. We haven't done a video for a long time, but they come when they come with us, don't they?
It's been a while, but here we are.
So thank you so much if you've made it to this far in the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, because it helps our channel grow, and it really does help, and helps us, motivates us and keeps us going, and lets us know that you're enjoying these videos. Leave the comments if you want to let us know, blue or green.
Yeah, give us your opinion.
Blue or green.
What do you think?
Or pink. What do you think? I don't know.
Don't go pink. Not pink. But have a think.
I like
have
pink.
a think. You do. It's good.
I've got a soft spot for pink.
It's not a bad colour. It's too dark. Too dark for the white.
So yeah, that's true. True. Okay, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
So, hope you have a lovely week, and have a great week ahead, and we will see you in the next video.
See you soon.
Bye for now. Bye.